Let us do a walkthrough of how you check the similarity index of your work as instructor. You visit www.turnitin.com. I'm right there here. You can see it on your screen, www.turnitin.com, and you click on login. Then you enter your email address and your password. Let me say it here. I have seen some people going through the welcome mail from Turnitin each time they want to use the Turnitin application. That is wrong, and it may be cumbersome. So what you do is, whether from your phone, your laptop, your system, anywhere you find yourself, because a cloud service, you don't need to it is not installed on your system, so you can log into the service. So you entered your email, the same email and the password that you have, and that you set the password, if you remember the other video. So I'm entering my email now. I want to check my work. So as a beginner, I'm just coming in and I want to use the Turnitin after setting up my account using the welcome email that I got from Turnitin. There was a video on that. So my email address, I'm entering my email address. So I'm going to log in to gmail.com. Then my password. So I'm right here in my home page, Turnitin home page. If you recall, in one of my videos, I mentioned to you that there are two things to do for you to be able to check your work, or even for your student to get connected to you to check their work uh, using your assignment. You need to add class and to add assignment. So adding class, I click on add class. Then class type, standard. We have standard and master. Let's start from the basics. Standard, the class name, because I want to be using to check my work. Can I call it my work? Yeah, let me call it my work. So you can give me a name, the desired name for your own class. Enrollment key, um, put 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like a password. It's like a key that can be given to your student to join, uh, to get connected to your class. So the subject area, there are a few subject area here, but let me pick engineering. You can actually pick more than one or two. Please allow me to make this video short, so I won't talk much on some of these things, but in another video I'm going to explain in details what things stand for. But now the purpose, the objective of this short video is, how do I check my work as an instructor? How do I submit my work and check for similarity index? So allow me to go quickly. So study level, postgraduate, picking postgraduate, and by default you have the class start date and class end date, which is going to be 3 months, 6 months from the day of the start date. So I'm leaving this, but this can be brought backward or move forward. So I'm submitting by this default. Submit. Oh, so the parameter, the details information of my class is here. The class ID has been generated, and my enrollment key, the one I just enter now. Don't forget, you still have access to this anytime, so you may not need to bother yourself in keeping them. But if you choose to keep them, nothing is actually wrong about that. So I click on continue. So when I sign in initially, there was no class. Now I have a new class that just been created. That class is my work, and the class ID is there. And of course, if I can still edit this class, but the objective of this class is, how do I submit as an instructor? How do I check, similarity index of my work? So I go quickly. The next thing to do is to add assignment. So you click on the class name. So in this case, I'm clicking here my work. So I am already in the class, but there's no assignment, so you had assignment. So I give title to my assignment. Yeah, I'm using this video to teach instructor how to check their work. So I call it my paper. Call it my paper. Now, the start dates and the due dates by default here is just a week. You can move forward also, it can be brought backward. But in this case, let's move forward at least for a month. Whatever you do here, the extension of your assignment should not be beyond the class end date. You know, the class end date is 6 months, so we cannot go into 7 months with the assignment. But let me just, by way of showing how to do that to us, I click on this calendar and I increase up to September 30th rather than just 1 week that is there by default. Now, it is a very, very, very important to know that paper submitted to repository, standard repository, will reflect when it is counter check. That is, if I check my work here now with this configuration standard paper repository, if somebody else or another organization is checking for me, or a publisher is trying to check using another profile, this will show as a work against that work. So I will advise for a work in progress that use no repository. Actually, whether repository, no repository, or standard repository, it has its pros and cons. But for some schools who do a counter check, for example, like in my school, for the work that is in progress, we advise that we have no repository. But as an instructor, if your work has been saved in repository before, there's a way actually to remove it, but that will involve the administrator and turn it in. That also will be an object or an issue for another video. So no repository in this case. Now, allow submission after due date. No, but why would somebody submit after due date? Generate similar report for submission. Yes. Don't forget, I'm trying to use example of my institution here. I have mentioned it before, and I'm mentioning it here again, that this place, this is where policy actually are set, and we're going to give attention to this another video where we're going to explain in details what this stands for, what it means, and also the kind of outcome we'll get based on what was set here. So, but let's move on, because the purpose of this video is purely to teach instructor how to check their own work. So immediately can overwrite until due date, yeah, is okay. If it's immediately first report is final, you will not be able to keep on resubmitting after you are improving on your work until due date. Now, we are not excluding anything. So exclude bibliographic material, no. Exclude quoted material, no. Exclude small source, no. So we are checking everything. Don't worry, we will give attention to this, what it means, and how our work is being affected by the policy here in another video. So after you have done all that through, then you click on. So now I have a platform ready for checking my work. As an instructor, I can check my work now. To check work from this moment on, I do not need to go over and over again creating classes and assignment. This single class and an assignment that have been created is enough for me to keep checking my work before publication. So how do I now check after the platform has been set? Uh, you click on more actions. When you click on more actions, then you see submit. Then you click on submit. Then the rest is like you are uploading a document maybe into your application. We are used to that in our emails and in other application whereby we are asked to upload, documents. So in this case, I am not a student, so non-enrolled student. By the time I have student enroll into this class, the list of the student will show here when I click on the arrow down. But now I'm the only one, and I want to use it for myself as an instructor. So I will type my name. I'll type my name, my first name, and I also type my last name. then the title of my work, in this case my paper, or my my maybe my work again, or okay, a test. I'm using this to do a test. So, and I choose from my computer. You can choose from Dropbox, you can choose from Google Drive. That's beyond the scope of what I'm trying to tell you in this video. So I click on my computer and I pick my document that I want to test, whether from my flash disk, whether from my hard disk, or from any other gadget connected to my computer. So for example, let me just pick a document here. Then I pick a guideline to talk. It's a eternity. I mean, it's a document that I made, that I prepare, maybe just one page. This will not be an appropriate document, because I know when you want to check your work, it may be more than this, but just to let you know and see the way to check your work. Then after selecting, then you click on open. The document name is here. Then you click on upload. You click on upload. It's uploading. Yeah, this depends on the speed of your system, the volume of the work you are trying to upload, and maybe also the internet, the quality of the internet access you have. So after the paper is uploaded, then I can confirm submission. I can see the work. Is it the work I want to submit? Yes, this is the work, one page, number of character and everything. Then I click on confirm. So immediately after confirm, the work is been uploaded and it's asking me to go to my assignment box. When I click that, I will get back to my home page. So my work has been submitted. At this point, my work is there, being compared with other work, in the databases, journals, books that are connected, and the results will be shown here, after the work is completed. If you want the results immediately, you can do something. You can keep, for example, what I've just submitted is just a page, so it shouldn't take long. If you've submitted like 200 pages, it may not come immediately. You can keep refreshing until you have your result. I have refreshed. Now I have 36%. I'm able to get this because my document is just a page. My document is a page. So in your own case, it may not come quickly depending on the size of your document. But don't forget, you can log out and stop using your internet service if it is costly, and you log in back after some time, then you will be able to get your results. So I want to stop here this video. Don't forget, the purpose of this video is to let you know how to check for plagiarism index as instructor. So thank you. See you